Hi everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome all my friends from Craft Around the Clock. I hope you are also having an awesome day. Let me get set up here. If it says was live above my head, that means you're catching the replay. So do me a favor, just type hashtag replay below when you see this video. Then I can welcome you. Let me get my table ready here. It's always this never-ending back and forth with the tables so that I can get close enough to put my phone up there, yet far enough away so you can see. So it's always a little bit of a challenge. Okay, we're going to start with this door round. Hi, everybody. Say hi when you pop on. We're going to start with this door round. This is called a rustic round. It's double-sided. I've done lots and lots of door rounds with these, and I almost always do them on both sides. So you have different seasons. Keyword today is seashore. So type the word seashore and check your messages. That will get you really everything you need. It will get you the link to everything I'm using in this video. Thank you. I see that I'm live now. I just got a notification, so yay, yay, yay. It will get you an information about anything on my page. Honestly, it's the one-stop shop for everything. Let me get a little piece of sandpaper here. Before I do some painting, I want to sand this down. So I'm going to do that real quick just to rough it up a little bit. This is an optional step. I'm not really sure if it's necessary, but we're going to try it. Hi, Janet and Vicky. How are you? And Jennifer, how are you? I can see you guys are commenting. What I'm trying to do, guys, is delay going over to my video because I can't see comments right away anyhow. So let's see if this trick works. It's a constant battle of me fighting with Facebook. So what Facebook is doing is they're changing all videos to Reels. And Reels now can be, used to be Reels could only be 90 seconds, and now they can be any length. And they're saying all short videos are going to be Reels. And I think that's what's happening to my lives is the first minute and a half or so are Reels, and then I can't see comments. So it's kind of annoying. Got to figure it out though, right? All right, let's see who's here. Now we got that all done. Let's see if I can see comments. Hi, Lena. Thanks for sprinkling. Yay, this is working. Look at me figuring things out. Okay, it looks like you can see just fine. Wow, and there's a super large delay. So let me go up to the comments here. Hi, Kathy Lang and Sandy Bullard. Lena. Hi, Patricia. Stephanie Snyder, good morning. Hi, Janet. Thank you. Tracy for sprinkling me in. Jennifer, I said. Vicky. Let's see. Hi, Kathy Smith. I am having a fine day. Hi, Tanya McKay. And Lita. Hello, Crafting from the Soul. I love it. Hi, Mary Ann. All right, guys. Hi, Wanda Gates. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to start. We're going to start finally. I saw this on Pinterest. There was a photo this morning. I was looking for inspiration. You guys, Pinterest is where I go for some of my inspiration when I don't, just have it in my own head. Anyway, I saw this idea and I thought, I'm going to do that. So here we are. This is where we are now with all that. Hi, Sissy. How are you? So we're going to use Tide. You guys, I've been at the bottom of my Tide forever. But look, you can see a little bit goes a really long way. Isn't this cool? I just love this color for a beach vibe. Thanks for sprinkling, Sissy. I appreciate you as always. So I'm starting light and, you can always add more paste. And honestly, if it goes on too thick, like if you want a thinner look and it's already dried, the cool thing about using the chalk paste instead of using paint for something like this is that you can reactivate the paste and get it moving again. That's semi-permanent. So once it's dry, unless it gets wet, it's not going anywhere. And even if it gets wet and you don't touch it, it's not going anywhere. The only time it's gonna maybe, you know, change up a little bit is if you soak it really well and then you scrape at it. So it's very durable. It's awesome if you like to change up your projects on a non-porous surface. But something like this, wow, this is turning out exactly the way I want it. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Charlene. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for sprinkling, Cindy. And all the sprinkles, everyone. Okay, so this is kind of what I wanted. We're gonna set this aside and I'm gonna just let it do its thing for now. And then we're gonna get a little bit of white and do a similar idea here. A very thin white, I guess at the bottom, I don't know. I'm not even looking at my picture right now, so we're just gonna try to go by memory. I'm not so good at that, but it works better, I think. See, I want this real thin. So I got my brush wet and my board is wet, okay? And then we do want to blend a little bit of the tide in the white. Excuse me. Isn't this tide so pretty? Especially if you love that beachy feel. Tide is... And honestly, you guys, look at the way this white sort of beads up here. It almost looks like ocean water without me doing anything. Like, I don't even have to really do a whole lot here. I'm just going to leave this. It's kind of beading up here, which I'm loving. It's giving it a really cool look, and I want a little bit like this, and I feel like we want a little bit out here too. I'm not an artist. I'm just going by feel and what I think would look good. You guys, just try it. Just try it. You could always paint over it if you hate it. Hi, Pat Havard and Annie Stewart and Rochelle. Good morning, everyone. Still morning here in Texas. Okay, now I'm just going to dab here. Sort of make it look like the beach. Okay, this is where we are so far. Right? This is where we are in our beach vibe. Okay, now we're going to play a little bit. So we're going to get a little bit of, seashore is, all one word is your word today. We are going to use a little bit of storm. And we are going, which is this really pretty grayish color. And so I'm going to get a little bit out, probably not even that much, but I guess that's what we're using. We're getting out a little bit of storm and a little bit of white. This, I'm hoping this is going to create my sand color, sort of. Okay, and then we're just going to mix it. Maybe if you want, my board is already this color, so I'm just going to go with it like this sandy color. This, I don't know, light gray color, essentially. I'm going to add some water, and we're going to add some additive to this to give it some texture. Thank you, Anita. Lena said it's raining. Cats and dogs. Here, my garden is getting a good soaking. You know what? Today it's just raining all over it's a big rain season this year, right? It is sprinkling a little, but it's not supposed to rain all day. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. So this is called Sea Spray. And if you add it to your paste and dab it on, it's going to make it look like sand is what we're going for. I need another little spoon here. So I'm going to do this. Just going to plop some on there. A little bit's going to go a long way. You guys have had this for a long time. You can get this on my shop. I should have, I don't know if I added this in the cart link or not. Type C short, check your messages, and I'm pretty sure I put this in there also. So everything I'm using today will be in your cart link. You can always add or subtract anything you like from the cart. You do not have to get everything I put in the cart. I just wanted you to have access to everything that I'm using. So now I'm just kind of adding water as I go, just regular water. And this is super thick. I'm going to make it a little thinner than this. Yes, I think, Charlene, you're probably getting our weather from... You always get the remnants of the Texas weather. I just got done cutting the grass. I got up this morning. You guys, my back has been killing me because I'm old, number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure it's because, so we have, not hardwood, but basically, I don't have carpet in my house. And every summer, not every summer, but some summers, I forget and I walk around on my bare feet all day and I stand here in my bare feet. And it's just not good for my back. So, I went to the chiropractor this morning. Of course, he fixed me. He fixed everything that's wrong with me. I mean, my back, I still got a stretch and everything, but I even was having joint pain here, which I thought was arthritis. And he just, of course, grabbed my thumb and did like, and now it's better. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Crystal. All right, so I got all that done this morning. All right, so now we have basically, it looks like sand. And I'm thinking I might need a little more white over here. Did I put out my white? All right, hang on. I put up my white and I need a little more white as it's drying. I'm thinking I want a little more, a little whiter looking. So let's just do that before I add my sand. Hi, Mary. How are you? Okay, I don't want it that white. Hang on. Hold on. You know, as it's drying, it's sort of a little too much. A little too light. This part I'm liking. Do a little bit more here. I just want to make sure this is as white as I want it. So before we add our sand, let's dry this just to be sure. All right. What do you guys have going today? This is the extent of my day. I've got a lot done this morning. Those of you who placed orders on my Etsy site last night, thank you so much. If you type C Shore, check your messages. The link to my Etsy site will always be in your messages. I am going to work on getting all those cut and shipped today. Should be doable. Yes, that would be a good idea, but then it'd just be one more thing for me to clean. But yes, a mat would be good. Yes, I have, Anita. I have been doing a ton of manual labor. I'm out there still trying to... Okay, so my laser machine came in this giant crate, as we've discussed. And the bottom of the pallet thing is still in my driveway. Like, I don't know how to break it apart. I mean, I was out there horsing around with it, but my back was bothering me, so I can't really get at it too much. Okay, so I'm just going to do this dabbing motion. Kind of basically the way the white has gone, this is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to keep getting more of this sand look. Now there's a couple ways you can use this additive. You could totally do it for like dual colors. And what I mean by that is you could do this part, paint over it, and then sand off this part, the additive part, and then it'll give you like a 2-layer look, if that makes sense. Maybe I will try to do a reel sometime with that in mind. So I am leaving this pretty thick because I want it to be very textured. Son, oh, your son's coming for a late lunch. That's so nice. Joe called me this morning because you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this quite enough, but you know he came in town to see my husband for Father's Day, but also he's going to be working here in Texas. I think the whole summer. He said the whole summer, we'll see. So I was going to try to do lunch with him yesterday, but timing didn't work out for him. And then he called me this morning and he's like, are you coming for lunch? And I said, well, I can't now because I'm going live. You know, I could go at a different time, but he can't. So I'm going to get to see him almost every week. I'm very excited. If you're new to my page, my kids live out of state. And so I'm very grateful anytime I get to see them. Caitlin still has about, I think, 4 or 5 more days of school. I think she's off. What's today? She's off tomorrow, so that's nice for her. And what I might do, so I'll get to like chat with her on the phone more, but she lives in the Seattle area, so I'm not going to get to see her much. Okay, can you guys see this texture that we're doing? Can you see that? So what I'm thinking next is I kind of want to have a definition here. So let me figure out how I'm going to do that. And let me just see if my picture is here. Oh, it is. Sweet. Oh, yeah, this one's kind of lower. Mine's different. Mine's different. But it can be different because it's what I did, right? Hi, Eileen. So what I'm thinking is taking this storm and a brush. Doesn't it look like sand? It's pretty cool. All right, let me get this a little bit wet. I guess I did mine more, I mean, it doesn't matter. Mine doesn't have to be the same as theirs. Let me just, I might need a skinnier brush. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here. I think what I'm trying to do is highlight the edge of the sand. Okay, so I am just, this is what I'm going to do. Now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to, you know what, let's dry it first. I'm going to dry this edge of the sand. And then I'm going to take my storm and kind of lightly trace over the edge. But we want to get this totally dry first, just so it's easier to grab. That would be cool. I don't get to see my adult kids that live within an hour of me very often, but I will see my youngest daughter and stepson this weekend. That's good. Sometimes an hour is like Joe is about 25 minutes right now. So I get it. No, I get it. But like, I mean, when they live in Seattle, it's like a few times a year, which is stupid. I keep saying it's kind of stupid and dumb. So I'm trying to just sort of, if this becomes a little too outliney, then what I might do is just wet it down again. But I've got just a little tiny bit of paste on the end. And what I'm trying to do is just grab the edge of like the top of, there we go, of the sand. So it's just giving it a little darker vibe. So you could almost just hold your brush way out here and just run it over the top. I'm gonna get my brush a little wetter. Not too wet. And just, that's too much. I just want to grab the texture that's on the outside. I think it works better when your brush is drier. So what you can do is dip your brush in the wet and then dab it off on a paper towel. And then I'm just lightly going across where it meets. And I'm just going to pick up, you know, this stuff. Hi, Jane. Yeah, feathers, the outline. That's right. Hi, Judy. How are you? Hi, Sandy. How are you, my friends? So we're just going to kind of grab that outside edge. Maybe less water, more paste, but still dab it off. Yeah, that's better. So you want less water, thick paste, dry brush, and a very light touch on the edge. I like it. You're so nice, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I think that we're just going to go with it like that. All right, so now the key, let's see, do I want more of this? I want to decide if I want a little more ocean or, let's see. I think I want a little more, what do I want to say? Some darker streaks. But just a little bit here and there. And again, if it doesn't blend well, the best thing about using paste instead of paint for something like this is that you can easily just wet your brush again and blend it in better later if you don't like the way it looks. With like acrylic paint, you're not going to really be able to get away with that. So then what I might do is just wet my brush a little bit and then just kind of, that basically reactivates the paste and it'll move it around a little bit and blend for you. So if you're like me and you're not an artist, this will help you look like one. It'll be like you slept at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Just kidding. All right. Hi, Lena. Oh, I said hi to Lena already. You're saying hi to Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Durbin Hicks, how are you? Okay, see, what did she say? Stephanie says, just knowing they're only an hour away is easier than to... Yes, I know. We just need to make more time, right, to see each other. That's just it. Okay, now we have to prep our board. So we're going to do that now. Now, the key is dry, 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 wax, 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 okay? Oh, good, Sandy. That's what we're going for. It's definitely what we're going for. This might end up being a little tricky because of the way I did it. But we're going to go for it anyway. No, I'm not, Janet, but thank you. You're very nice to say that. I am good at recreating something. That I can do. But don't always have my own, like, idea. Me too, Kathy. This one, you guys, I think I might hang out by our boat. Because our slip, when we put our boat, I never know which one is our slip. And I'm thinking I'm going to hang something where the slip entrance is, and then we will know. Well, Jace always knows, but I need to be able to know. Yeah, I bet, Sandy. I bet. Okay, so we're going to sand this. Now, the thing is I might go into this area a little bit. So I think I'm going to sand right here. Just a little bit. Because of the way I did my design, I didn't look at my thing first. It's fine. We're gonna sand this area down a little bit. We'll see. I might have to do more. Let's just get out our transfer and we'll figure it out. I'm gonna wax this mostly. If I have to sand more, I will. I will if I have to, but I don't know if I do. Okay, so important step, wax, wax, wax. Okay, this is going to protect your paint, or your paste, rather. And it's going to protect your, it's going to protect your transfer. Also. Okay, gorgeous. Okay, then just buff back that wax. It'll feel real slippery. It shouldn't feel sticky. It should feel real slippery, okay? That way you know you're ready. Okay, so we're going to use this reusable silkscreen transfer. This is from the most requested launch that we had not that long ago, early in the month. You guys, this is the only, well, it's a big one, but this is an awesome welcome. You'll be able to use this for your door rounds for Christmas, for fall, all year round. This welcome, we beg them to bring us back a welcome word. So this is a really good one for not just with the flowers, but for your whole season. So just think, you know, you can do welcome Christmas, welcome fall, welcome whatever you want on anything. Any round, so many things in my house have that on here. All right, so what you want to do is add a little lint to the back, just so you don't do what I just did here. You don't want to stick your transfer together. You want to add some fuzz so it doesn't overstick. Just like this. Okay. Now we're going to put this so it kind of overlaps my seashore area. And just kind of eyeballing that it's, oh, hang on, did I even do this straight? I guess I did. Okay, the way I'm going to line this up is so that the E is all the way in the lake and or the ocean or whatever. And the rest of these letters just dip into the sand just a little bit is the way I'm going to do it. But you can lay this out any way you like. So then this is where the easiest thing comes in. Is you just take your time, get your air bubbles out, take this squeegee, go across your letters, just like so. Okay. And then I'm going to use black chalk paste. And go over all my letters. Okay, so you just get some chalk paste. You're going to press it in the silk screen. You really only need to go over where your letters are. And then scrape back your excess, okay? That's it. That is it. You want to be sure not to get in those flowers. All the way across. Just like so. Now, before you make any purchases, make sure you enroll in the Perks program. That's going to save you 30% off of everything that I'm using here. You don't want to pay retail. There's no reason to. And guys, coming up very soon is going to be, probably mid-July is going to be the fall launch where all the fun fall things are. You definitely want to be in the program by then. Which I feel like fall and Christmas are like crafters' dreams. Okay, let's lift this up. Hi, Pam Paulo, how are you? And then you just want to lift real slow. If you miss anything, you can lay this right back down. I'm gonna make sure my trick thing doesn't move. Now see, I sort of pulled up in the sand because I didn't wax there. So I may just touch that part up with, it actually looks kind of cool. But I didn't wax real well in the sandy area, so I'll just show you how we'll fix that. It's no big deal. No biggie. Hi, Madeline. I'm good. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, it's good that you caught me live. I should have waxed a little lower. This is what happens when you don't follow your own directions. It's all right. What we'll do is we'll just touch it up. So my protective barrier was gone because, I mean, I didn't put one here. That's the thing. Now the original design, the sand only was like here. So my letters wouldn't have gone into this, but it's okay. I'm just going to dab the paste into that area. I like that it looks a little rustic, but I don't want it to be completely washed away. Thanks for sprinkling, appreciate it. There we go. We'll get this little spot. So when you're doing this, don't let your sand come up all the way to the waves if you don't like this look. I think it's still good. I just didn't want it to be totally lifted. All right, all set. Do you like it? All right, now we're going to add a little greenery at the top. Probably should dry that, but okay, this is where we are so far. Jen, that just means you are letting your friends see it. So you hit the little arrow and S-H-A-R-E it out to the world. The powers that be on this platform don't like creators to use that word, so we say sprinkle instead of that. Thank you, Lena. Okay, so let me get my staple gun out. Do I want to do a staple gun? I guess so. Let me grab it. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to use some greenery. Now, I personally, when I make a door round, I like to staple my greenery in. Because in Texas, in the heat, I mean, hot glue is not going to do you any good. It's not going to do you any good whatsoever. I'm going to use my dad's little pinchers here. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate you and all the sprinkles. All right, we're going to put like 3 over here. And we're going to do 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. So I'm watching a new show on Netflix, which I don't know. It's kind of predictable and a little bit corny, but I don't know. I'm still watching it, so I must like it. It's called Virgin River. Has anybody watched it? I mean, some of it's been so predictable so far. I was like, okay, that's disappointing. I'm disappointed that it went that way. But it's fine. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit this way. We're going to do these 3 here. See if I can just staple them all together. Okay, did that go through? Yay, it's good. Okay, and 1 more. Thank you, Cindy. Any word on auction in your spare time? Haha. Okay, you guys wanted me to auction the things I made? Jen, I forgot you wanted to do that. Jen, did I answer all your questions that you had for me the other day? I hope so. I mean, I'm working on a million things, as you know. So I will do my best to I've kind of forgot about it, to be honest, Jen. Do you want me to do a live auction, or are you wanting to do like, tell me how you want to see this going. I want to do what you guys want to see. Okay, we're going to do this. And then I have a bag of, oh, here's a problem. I didn't turn that on. I have a bag of these. What are these from? You're going to have more. Okay, that's totally good. I've watched and read the books. Oh, it's books? I didn't know that. Oh, this is going to be big enough. I'd have to do 2. I really didn't want to do a bow. I really just wanted to put that there. But, oh, I got an idea. 5 minutes. We're going to do a simple bow, and this kind of looks like fishing net, right? Just say yes. So let's do this. While my glue gun is getting hot. Oh, good, Sandy. I'm glad. Okay. I'm so glad. We're going to just do simple bow there. I'm not like a big bow person, but. So I'm going to wrap this around twice. Do I want to do it that way? One. I'm just talking out loud now. Here we go. We're going to wrap this around. I'm going to put some jute here. Cindy, what about you? Did your order come? Because you messaged me the same time that Sandy did about your order and it being off on the wrong day. Oh, it came Monday too. There you go. I mean, the post office, you just never know what's in. We don't know what's going on with them. I know that chalk will always make it right and make it reasonable, but I mean, 99% of the time, in my experience, it's been the post office's fault. Or UPS, or, you know, I'm not just blaming the post office, but I kind of got those a little bit. Okay, so and then we're going to pull these two out. Put a little bow right here. And then we'll put our seashell. Just trying to get rid of this so I can see what I'm doing here and there. Okay, oh, you guys can't see it. How's this? That better? I'm going to put this just below the circle that this comes with. And I'm just going to staple it all. Oh, that didn't work. Am I out of staples? Of course I'll be out of staples. That's exactly what will happen. How do I get this out again? Oh, this way. Yep. All right, where's my shorties? Hold, please. Yeah, like a fishing net, right? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's kind of the vibe. You guys, I got this staple gun at Lowe's, and I love it. And then I guess I'm kind of opening the two loops and then going inside it and just adding one staple there. Now I'm going to add, I don't know if I have any crazy glue, so let me just see my glue situation here. Cross your fingers that I have some, but I don't know if I do. I don't. Okay, so what I'm going to do for now, because I don't have, oh wait, what's this? No, that's not going to help me. I'm just going to use hot glue for this minute, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to have to go back in once I get some crazy glue. And put crazy glue on this because it's going to come off if I do hot glue. Would you do the starfish or the sand dollar? Did you hear me like persuade you there? The starfish or the sand dollar? What do you guys think? Sand dollar or starfish? I mean, this one's a little big, but either one I guess is cute. What do you guys think? I know it's delayed, so You can use the under carpet stuff at Dollar Tree as netting. What does that mean, under carpet stuff? Like a skid thing? Like a non-skid? Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. I received my order first day late too. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Sand dollar, sand dollar. Jeanette says sand dollar. Starfish, 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 starfish. Yes, I think the starfish is a better size. I think the sand dollar just too. Like I said, for now, for the purposes of this live, but I gotta get some I thought I had E6000. Hang on a minute. I definitely have E6000. Ha! I know I had some. I remember buying it. As soon as I said it, I went, hang on. Okay, so I'm putting a whole bunch of E6000 underneath here because I knew I had this. All right, everybody thinks the starfish. Isn't this so cute? Well, not everybody. Either would be cute. Now, I did put in the cart link this other transfer, which I didn't use. But I was kind of thinking it might be cute to put a couple little fish on the not fish. This is in the cart link. So if you type, I forgot that I did this, but we're going to use it because I think it'll be so cute. If you type seashore and check your messages, this transfer is a beach, what's it called? It's called By the Seashore. And I just thought we're going to put just a couple little things on here. Just my bright white. And I'm just going to do it in white. Way too much paste there. Just as a little add-on right there. And maybe a starfish over here. Just a couple. Again, that's up to you. And then I'm thinking, oh yeah, this shell, maybe here. You know how like you can walk up and down the beach and find little things. I don't want to put a million, but I feel like it needs one more thing like down here. What do you guys think? Just a few little things scattered throughout the beach. Oh yeah, the white shows up big time. This is only, you know, whitewashed. I'll show you. I will show you. You can paint them in. You can do whatever you like. I just like the outline of them. But look at that. What do you guys think? Hit the heart button for me. Of course, I'm 4 minutes over, but, you know. Isn't that so pretty? All right, I think it's so cute. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I so appreciate you all. As usual, thank you for being here. Well, you can, but it's going to look textury. Okay, you can, Janet, you could totally do it here, but you're going to want to put a lot of wax down, and then just know you'll lose a little bit of the detail because it's super textured. Okay, see where I sanded was fine, but then when I got down here in the thick of it all, it got a little bumpy down here, but I'm fine with the way this looks, so. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a great one. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.